first things first. My neighbours are what feels and sounds like building an entirely new house. It's been going on for like days now, and they were incredibly quiet a while ago, so I thought, now's my chance. And of course, as soon as I turned the camera on, they've started again. I can only assume they're hammering in new floors all over the house, which they've got every right to do, but you know. It's been non-stop hammering for about 4 days now, and it's starting to get on my nerves a bit. So we're here for the 11th 11th ramen talk. And we're all really excited about it. I'm not, because the ramen that I'm making today does not smell very nice. So this is the ramen that we're going to be trying today. Kimchi ramen. And this ramen I did not buy online. This was bought in a shop. So I don't know how authentic it is. Or what? Oh, it's Thai. It's Thai ramen. Some Thai. It's Thailand. Like literally, what is that noise? And they seem to be talking foghorn level as well. So that's the ramen. It's kimchi flavoured ramen. The last time I have tried a variation of kimchi flavoured ramen before, and it was very, very, very underwhelming and disappointing. And this looks and smells like it's going to be as well. Because when I put the seasoning packet in, it smelled absolutely disgusting. It is a brothy ramen, but I got rid of most of the broth because I don't like leaving that much broth in the bowl because it's slurpy and everything. That's what it looks like. It did take on a bit of the colour, but not that much. So I'm not looking forward to these, and luckily I've already eaten lunch, so I'm actually not hungry at all. So if I don't like these, I shan't be finishing them. So yeah. And anyway, lots to talk about today. I'm going to try my best to talk constantly so that you can't hear them. But I really wanted to film today, so once again, I don't believe that there's actually any ramen in it. I mean kimchi in the ramen, but you just don't know. So I've got some kimchi in my fridge, so I could have put some actual kimchi in there, but you know, we need to try it as it is. So I'm going to try it and then we'll get cracking on the topics. Here we go. It smells so disgusting. It smells so disgusting. It smells like chemically plasticky, artificial. It just smells artificial. Okay, so okay, here's the gist. They are a lot more flavourful than last time because I used less broth. Like a lot more flavourful because last time they didn't have any flavour whatsoever. The flavour is very seasoning. It tastes like a very concentrated seasoning packet. A bit umami'd, a bit meaty. No kimchi flavour. I don't get the kimchi flavour at all. It does taste a bit spicy because there was a separate spicy chilli packet next with everything. Is that some kimchi? Don't you see that? Whoa. That's kimchi. And next week will be the 12th one, the yearly one, the year celebration one. Not next week, next month, where I won't be eating ramen, I'll be eating some cake because it's a celebration. So much has happened in the last, since between now and the last ramen talk. We'll start. I'm okay. We'll start off with the non-K-pop related stuff. So it's a sad, sad day. Well, not today because it happened ages ago, but it's a sad time because Gunther from Friends died. I'm sure what you're talking about is not more important than the death of Gunther from Friends, so shush. Gunther from Friends sadly passed away on October 24th, 2021. I believe it was from cancer. Rest in peace. And it was shortly after the Friends reunion as well. Also, recently, Facebook decided to change its name. Do you know what actually doesn't help? I realised I've got the window open. Facebook, following controversy after controversy after controversy, decided to rebrand as Meta. They spent ages trying to describe what they're planning with this rebrand and trying to develop the metaverse. No one really still knows what the meta is, so I personally think this is probably not going to work out as well as they hoped because, I mean, from what I can gather, it's going to be like essentially the same but just a different name. I mean, Facebook's had its problems over the last few years, hasn't it? People. Tiger King 2 is coming out soon, and in fact, if I calculate when this video is going to be released, it will have already come out. So this video will hopefully be released on the 20th of November, and Tiger King 2 comes out on the 17th, and we're all pretty excited about it. And I was a bit confused when Carol is suing Netflix now, because so had they shot the stuff for the second documentary alongside the first stuff, because otherwise her argument doesn't make sense. Because like that must be the case, because if it's a case where they shot the first one and then have shot the second one separately, as in like what's next for all these characters that were in Tiger King 1, she surely would have given consent, because if that was the case, why would you say like you can't use my image? Well, we've already filmed you, so you know. My sister's wedding is in a couple of weeks. I can't say that I'm mega excited about it because I really hate formal events, but obviously it's my sister's wedding and I'm going to go because I've got to go. And also I have to wear a suit and I'm not looking forward to that. But there's going to be food and cake, so I'm looking forward to that. And I'm not going to know practically everyone there because his side of the family is about 3 times as big as hers. And I've never met any of them apart from his mum and dad. So, looking forward to that. I'm on dog duty. I've got to corral all the dogs. And we've decided that Sadie is not going to walk down, because she was going to have all 3 of the dogs in the family. So Mia, their new dog, Polo, which you've seen, and Sadie walk down the aisle. And it was decided that Sadie probably would not cope well with that. So she's going to stay in the room and the other 2 dogs are going to walk down the aisle. And we've been leaving her on a regular basis at home for like an hour or so to get her used to being left on her own. And it's going okay. The only thing that she does do after a while is begin to howl. Which I'm not sure she's going to get rid of by the wedding. So my fear is that they'll be saying like the vows and stuff with a howling dog in the vicinity. I might have to film that because it's going to be really funny. So, you know, yeah. But we're gonna, you know, hope for the best. I haven't decided whether I'm gonna do a wedding vlog yet because she's given me permission to film the wedding. Not like film wedding, that's going to be an actual photographer do that, but like film bits that I want to film and take pictures and stuff, so I might like a little mini one. So yeah, so my duty is to keep checking on the dogs. I'm going to bring my security camera to put it in the room so that I can keep an eye on her, because I am not confident that she's going to remain quiet and or not boisterous. So, you know. Recently, as you probably all know, Alec Baldwin's been in the news because he fired a prop gun. Which ended up killing one of the crew members. And first of all, I asked myself, why is it not a thing that, like, all guns are completely fake? You can't call it a prop gun if it has the capability of killing someone, can you? You can't, no. Because in my opinion, props are fake things. They're not real. Like a prop fruit bowl will not have real fruit. Or a prop cup of coffee probably isn't going to have coffee in it. Unless you've got like a shot of coffee. I object to them using the word prop gun in all the articles and stuff about it, because it's not a prop gun, is it? If it's got the capability of being, if it is in fact a real gun that just uses blanks, it's not a prop gun. And then I ask myself, why the hell is it not standard like... Twice now. I literally think that the only thing they're doing is laying down new flooring, and why does that take 4 days? Why is it not standard law that all guns in film and television productions are completely fake and like look realistic but are completely fake, but don't have bullets in them or blanks or anything in them at all? Why is that not a thing? Because you can add that in sound and post and like when you're editing, you can add that in. Like, I get you want it to be authentic and, like, look real, but there's ways you can do that without actually having a gun. So... And I feel sorry for Alec Baldwin, because unless it was him who specifically requested the prop gun that was basically real, it wasn't his fault, was it? He just happened to fire it and it unfortunately hit someone. But he was just doing his job, wasn't he? So, unfortunately... he's got to live with that, and I can't imagine how hard that's going to be on him. Let's move on from that depressing topic. Doctor Who. Oh my god, Doctor Who's back. And guys, I have been badgering the BBC for about 3-4 years now, asking them to put... Why do you need to hammer when you're laying a floor down? Like, I'm pretty sure they're putting carpet in, like, I'm pretty sure. I've been badgering the BBC for about 4 years now because the Weeping Angels, I don't know why I'm doing that. The Weeping Angels, literally the greatest monster villain of Doctor Who, of all time, has not been in a regular serial story for, since 2013, so about 8 years. What the hell's that about? They were at the end of Class, which was rubbish, so, but apart from that, they haven't been in one. They're like, I think their hands and like maybe one angel was briefly in the episode where the Doctor, the Matt Smith Doctor, changes into Peter Capaldi. But apart from that, they've not had their own episode. And finally, even though that this is not episodic and this is one story arc over 6 episodes, this series, they are in it. We've seen them already in episode 1, and episode 4 is called Village of the Angels, and I'm really, really excited about it. So, I just love Weeping Angels so much, and they're freaky as. I mean, there's just no way you can escape them, really, is there? I'm sure there's loads of people I'd like to set a Weeping Angel on. Next, Astroworld. Right, this whole thing annoys me so much. 8 victims, those poor 8 people, which included kids. First of all, why the hell have you taken a child to Astroworld? Might get to finish by the end of the day. I mean, it's getting dark, so... Why the hell have you taken a child to Astroworld? No. Those poor people could have absolutely not died in so many ways. He has been known to do this before. as in let excessive amounts of people in. So there were, I would say, a lot of red flags that were not considered here. For starters, he tweeted a way of getting into his concert for free. First of all, you're losing the venue and everyone associated with this production revenue, so good for you. And second of all, you are not understanding the complications and physical consequences of letting an excessive amount of people in. Venues have a capacity. Every venue, like stadiums, concert halls, stuff like that, have a capacity for this specific reason. You are not allowed to have a certain number of people over that limited capacity to prevent overcrowding and like people suffocating, being crushed and stuff like that. And also it's a fire hazard. Why was his team, or even him, not going, this is dangerous, you cannot be doing this, you cannot let people in for free, you cannot tell people to sneak in for free and stuff and go over the capacity, you can't do that. And then of course the crowd goes a bit wild, people start coming in, pouring in by the bucket loads because they can get in for free now, and the people at the front are being squashed. They're squashed at the front and they are getting crushed to death. And unfortunately 8 people did get crushed to death, including a child. I think that's disgusting. You have a duty of care for these people because you're inviting them to show that you have produced. You are supposed to be taking care of them. You have allowed multiple people who were not supposed to be there to come in, and you have allowed the capacity to have been breached. And then this has happened. What did you think was going to happen? You can't just create spaces out of thin air. You can't do that. And what's even worse is that he saw everything going on. People were getting crushed to death. Most people would stop what they were doing to help them. He carried on. He carried on doing and finishing his performance, his concert. That is so disgusting. I cannot believe we live in a world where people like this exist. And then like Kylie Jenner and like Kim Kardashian and like especially Travis Scott released the most pathetic statements ever. Like he just said, I'm committed to working with like the venue and stuff. Like, okay. Are you going to actually apologise? I don't think has he actually said, I'm sorry? Or has he just said, I'm devastated that this happened? That's not an apology, is it? That's not an apology. If he has said I'm sorry, I would like to see it because I can't find it. Surely there's some like legal action people can take here. I know that one person is suing him because they broke their leg or something, and rightly so. But surely like he should be held accountable for in a court of law for the unlawful deaths of 8 innocent people. It gets a bit gross when it's cold. The last thing I want to talk about before I talk about comebacks is the Mamas. Now, I'll get on to the nominations in a minute. However, I have heard a rumour that, and God, if this is true, it's going to ruin the whole experience for me, that Justin Bieber is performing. Now, it does make sense because his company, Ithaca Holdings, well not his company, but was bought recently by Hype, so they're kind of under like the same company. So it's very, very, very possible for him to be performing at the Mamas this year. And if that's the case, it better be either at the start or the end, because I'm not sitting through the whole thing waiting for him to come on. Have I mentioned how much I hate Justin Bieber? I think I have before, so let's just carry on then. With the nominees, and I'm delighted to say this year that the main four, is it the main four? I don't really know. The main four, yes, Artist of the Year, Song of the Year, Album of the Year, and Worldwide Icon of the Year, which are all day songs, are purely critics based, not fan choice. which finally means that perhaps we'll have a group other than BTS winning everything. You know, since, let's be honest, BTS haven't been the most active this year, so we've got Best Male Group, BTS, NCT 127, NCT Dream, 17, Stray Kids, Tomorrow Together. I think a T should be put in there, but that's just my personal preference. Best Female Group, G-Idol, Brave Girls, ITZY, Oh My Girl, Red Velvet and Twice. Best Male Artist, Bacon, Dio, Kai, so basically all of EXO. Kang Daniel and Lee Moo Jin. I don't know who he is and where he's come from, but he seems to be everywhere. Best Female Artist, Highs, IU, Lisa, Rose and Taeyeon. Best Dance Performance, Stray Kids, Thunderous, NCT 127, Sticker. NCT Dream, Hot Sauce, 17, Ready to Love, Shiny, Don't Call Me, and BTS, Butter. Personally, as my opinion is that ITZY are a performance-based group, they should be in there. Best Female Dance Performance, aespa Next Level, ITZY in the Morning, Oh My God, Dun Dun Dance, Red Velvet, Queendom, Stacey ASAP, Twice, Alcohol Free. Best Dance Performance Solo, Bacon, or Baekhyun, Bambi, Hyuna, I'm Not Cool, Lalisa by Lisa, Rose on the Ground, which I'm like, up until a few days ago I didn't actually know that had a choreography to it because it's like really slow and boring. John, Somi, Dum Dum and Taeyeon, Weekend. Best Vocal Performance, Akmu, Davichi, Highs, IU and Lee Moo Jin again. Best OST, 10 Centimeters from Romance 101, Jo Jung Suk from Hospitality Playlist 2, Chue Yuri from Hometown Cha-Cha, which I thought should have been Seungmin's. Perhaps it was released too late, but like, Seungmin, hello. Lee Moo Jin from Hospital Playlist Season 2, and Yang Yo Sob and Jung Eun Ji from Romance 101. Best Collaboration, Akmu and IU, Coldplay and BTS, that, I'm sorry, but My Universe was such a rubbish song. Gecko and Kwon Jin Ah, Hyolyn and Dasum, and Rain and JYP. Please, God, I want them to win purely for Rain, but I really don't want them to win because I don't want JYP to get a mama, because that's just going to go to his head and he's going to start making more music and I just can't handle that. Best New Male Artist, Drippin' and Hypen, Apex, Miro and P1 Harmony. Best New Female Artist is aespa, Lightsome, Stacey, Kwon B and Jo Yuri. Aespa's going to win that, let's be honest. Best Hip Hop and Urban Music is Ash Island, Changmo, Jessie, Mino and Yumda. Best Band Performance is 10 Centimeters, CM Blue, Day 6, Janabi and N Flying. First of all, oh, and the favourite award is the Worldwide Fans Choice Top 10. First of all, why the hell is T's not in like nominated for anything? Like literally anything. That's so stupid. Also, Mamamoo isn't nominated for anything either. You know, these quite big groups. So, these are my predictions. Artist of the Year is going to go to BTS, let's be honest. Song of the Year is either going to be Butter or I'm trying to think what massive, like there's so many good songs this year, but I don't know really what's the best one. Worldwide Icon of the Year, probably BTS again. Album of the Year, I'm going to go ahead and say that's either going to be 17, because 17 have had incredibly high album sales, or Stray Kids, because Stray Kids had No Easy, which like broke a lot of records, I think. Best Male Group is obviously going to be BTS. Best Female Blue Group, which I'm surprised Blackpink's not there, to be honest, is probably going to be either Twice or Red Velvet. I'm predicting. Best Male Artist, I'm going to go with Bacon or Lee Moo Jin, because he's like really popular. I don't know who he is. Best Female Artist I'm predicting is going to be Lisa or IU. Best Dance Performance is probably going to be BTS, Butter again. Either that or 17. Best Dance Performance Female is probably either going to be Twice or aespa, probably aespa. Best Dance Performance Solo, I'm guessing Lisa. Or perhaps Somi, because Somi's had quite a bit of, or Rose. Somi's had quite a bit of traction recently. Best Vocal Performance, probably IU or Lee Moo Jin. Best Collaboration is probably going to be Coldplay and BTS. Best OST is probably going to be Lee Moo Jin, maybe. Best new female artist, definitely Esper, 100% Esper. Best new male artist is probably going to be in Hyphen. Best hip hop and urban music, I want Jessie to win. So I'm going to predict Jessie. Best band performance, I'd like it if Day 6 won, but I'm thinking, yeah, Day 6. Those are my predictions. So, and finally, comebacks. I'm going to go mid-October to now. So, we've got Tribe released Veni Vidi Vici with the title Would You Run. I'm obsessed with that. Sunmi had one called Go or Stop, and Hyphen came back with Tamed Dashed. Is that going to be a thing now, where they hyphenate two words that shouldn't be together? Perhaps, you know. Lightsome came back with Vivace. Stray Kids had Scars, the Japanese single. Black Swan came back with Close to Me. CN Blue came back with their 9th mini album Wanted, and I actually really like that song. Love Cut, it's really good. Kingdom came back with the 3rd mini album called History of Kingdom Part 3 Ivan. 17 came back with the 9th mini album Attica and Rock With You. I thought personally Crush should have been the title track because that's like a better song. NCT 127 repackaged their 3rd album Favourite with the title track Favourite Vampire, which is moderately better than Sticker because Sticker set the bar so low. So, and also Bugaboo debuted, and I was like, I'm still so obsessed with that song. That is such an incredible debut song, and they need some love. Bugaboo. I love the song Bugaboo. Apex came back with the 2nd EP album. Dreamnote also came back. Ailey came back with her 3rd full album Amy, and I really like a few of the songs on that. Secret Number finally came back with Fire Saturday, and I'm obsessed with it. I love the flares. I don't know what it is about flares, but if you're wearing flares, I'm probably going to like you. Who else? Just B had a 1st single album. DKB came back with Roller Coaster. Somi came back with her 1st full album, including Dum Dum, and the title track was XOXO. In November, we've had The Boys come back with Maverick. I like the song, but I don't like the bit where they say I'm a Maverick because it creeps me out. I don't know why. 2AM came back with a 4th mini album. Le Boom came back with a 3rd mini album. 2-1 came back with their 2nd mini album. Victon released a 5th anniversary digital single called Sweet Trouble yesterday. Oneness came back yesterday with their 6th mini album Blood Moon, and I really like their songs on that album. That's good. Who came back today? Oh, B1A4 came back today. TXT had their Japanese 1st EP Chaotic Wonderland today, and also the Mystic Rookies girl group Billy debuted today, and that it's like Esper. They're like trying to be Esper, but like different. And I can't decide. I think I do like it, but it's just so incredibly different and weird. But that's me, so I think I'm going to give it another few listens, and I'm probably going to like it. So we've also got tomorrow Dripping coming back for a Universal Music song. Eye Chilling's coming back again. 10 centimeters, a group called Lily Lily's debuting. BI, Eric Nam's coming back. Mark Twan from GOT7's releasing a song. We've got Twice with their 3rd full album Formula of Love. Hello, I've already pre-ordered it like a month ago, and it's coming soon. And I've listened to their album highlights, and I'm really excited. A lot of the songs seem really good. Tiara are coming back. That's news to me. Weki Meki, I've only been waiting for like over a year, but finally they're coming back with their 5th mini album, I Am Me. Monster X coming back with their 10th mini album, No Limit. SF9 with their 10th mini album, Rumination. Nizzy U, Ghost 9 again, Signature, and then Hwasa has just released something. She's coming back soon. And obviously Extraordinary Heroes are debuting soon. And Ivy are debuting soon. I'm really excited for Ivy's debut. They're Starship Rookies. And Twice are releasing a Japanese single in December called Donut. I'm flipping. Calm down. And that's it. That's it. I made it through with only like 10 interruptions, so that's good. This is going to be really long to edit. I keep doing this, like the last video, which you've already seen by now. I started off not having any time to film and not having any battery, so naturally I recorded about 2 hours worth of footage, which I condensed down into 42 minutes. So I've got about 45 minutes worth of footage here. I'm going to probably condense down into 30, so I'm going to go. These aren't very nice, so I haven't finished them. I hate wasting food though, so I probably might finish them later. And hopefully next video we won't have all this going on, you know, in the background, all the hammering and the drilling. Because if it does, I'm going to punch through the walls. So, bye!